So here we back. Here we are back on the Friday Vibes Morning Show with yours truly, Jay Chris, here on New Twist Radio, newtwistradio.com, and the New Twist Radio app. And for the first time in 2022, we are back with my man Jay Hussein. And as you see, he got the desk set up. He got some things going on. I'm not even gonna get into that, but what I'm gonna say is, y'all know how I do. What up, Jay? How you been, man? Happy New Year.
What's good, Jay Chris and the New Twist family? I missed y'all, man. Happy 2022. Is that how you say it? Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
2022, man.
I saw something online that's on February 2nd. No, February 22nd. It'll be 2/22/22.
Ain't that something, man? Ain't
That's
that
fun.
something? Yeah, it is, man. We getting old. 2022. I remember, back on Back to the Future Part Two when the cars was flying. That was 2015.
Right,
And here we
right,
go in 2022, and,
right.
and and we still on the ground with flat tires and all that. So
Still on the ground.
you
Still
know,
on. Yeah, I had to put air in my tires yesterday.
right? It's all
um.
good.
Well, as always, you giving us what some things that we can watch this weekend. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold, at least here in the Northeast. It's gonna be cold this weekend.
Mhm.
And we're going to get some inclement weather. So people are gonna be in the crib. You know.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna pick my feet up off the floor, and you tell me what I need to be watching this weekend.
I got you, Jay. Look, man, the first thing I want you guys to watch is called Peacemaker. All right. Listen, we always talk about Marvel and DC, and typically we talk about Marvel having DC on the ropes all year long. Well, this week, DC dropped two projects on two different networks. So, again, the first one is called Peacemaker, right? This one is starring John Cena, man. And y'all know John Cena. We've been talking about John Cena all year because if you remember, he was just in that movie Vacation Friends with Lil Rel and Yvonne Orji. And that was a real good movie, man. We always get to see this crazy side of John Cena. He's actually funny on top of can do all the action stuff, man. So in this, he plays a what they call the best worst superhero, right? He's somebody who wants peace, but he always goes the violent way about getting peace, man. It's a real shoot 'em up, bang bang thing, man. If you guys know the Peacemaker, it's actually a character based from the Suicide Squad series. So, is actually an affiliation with that, man. So John Cena is just a character, this character Peacemaker that's from that show, man. So it was really good, really entertaining, man. I want y'all guys to check this one out. It's on HBO Max. It's actually streaming just starting last night. So you guys are first up on it. They dropped 3 episodes. Make sure y'all check it out. All right.
Mhm.
The second thing I want you to watch, which is another DC project, is called Naomi. It's a new show on the CW network based on the DC comic. Naomi McDuffie is a 16-year-old cute black teenage girl. She literally is black girl magic, man. Like she's super smart, got it all together, but she develops these powers and she finds out that, with great power comes great responsibility, man. The thing I like about this one is this one's a little bit more tailored for the whole family. Again, it's on CW network. It's not as bad as Peacemaker. Peacemaker's out of pocket. But this is good. It's dope for the whole family. And it's definitely good to see black representation. We got our black girls being superheroes, which is what I love to see on TV, man. And shout out to the CW network because Batwoman is also a black girl. They had Black Lightning, and now we got Naomi, man. So I just want to take my hat off to the CW network for keeping us lit out here, man, and making us look good as we should. All right. The next show I want y'all guys to watch, and I'm doing a lot of series here, man, but it is what it is, man. It's called Euphoria. All right. Now, Euphoria is actually in the second season, but it's basically this series starring Zendaya, and she plays a drug addict fresh out of rehab with basically no plans to stay clean. Like she just ain't learned nothing in rehab. You know what I mean? It basically follows the lives of these high school students as they navigate through life, man, just learning about sex, drugs, social media, all types of traumas that they deal with. And the thing I like about this is we've had shows like this back in the day with show teenagers, but this is definitely the modern day teenager, like I said, with social media and how things that can get out there that can be permanently out there. And then the second season just started this week. They added Little Meech, who played on the hit Star show BMF, man. So they got Lil Meech on here. They got Zendaya. They got my man Algie Smith, who played Ralph Tresvant in the New Edition series. So it's a good show, man. If y'all like stuff like that, make sure y'all check this out. That's on HBO Max. Again, it's called Euphoria. All right. the next thing I want y'all to watch, and I know this is gonna sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's actually Scream. Scream the movie, man. All right, now a couple months ago, I reported about Scream the series, but believe it or not, Scream the movie, 25 years later, is releasing a new movie, and it's got a lot of the OGs from the original, man. You got Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and a big supporting cast, man. And it's a basic story of the ghost face mask back at it again, killing people, and they need to figure out who's doing it, man. So if y'all enjoyed the past screams in the past from 1996, that's how I know we getting old, because I was back in the theater watching this movie. So here we are 25 years later watching it again, man. That releases today. All right. So make sure y'all check that out. And the last and final thing I want y'all guys to watch, and it's not a movie, man, but the NFL this weekend gonna get it popping with these wild cards, man. So I had to put this out there. I don't do a lot on sports. I usually be at the J. Chris, but this is a weekend where I'm gonna need y'all to lock in. On Saturday, we got the Raiders and the Bengals, as well as the Patriots in Buffalo. On Sunday, we got the Eagles and the Bucks. Come on, Birds. And we got the Niners and the Cowboys. Come on, Niners. And the Steelers and the Chiefs, man. So, make sure y'all tap in on the NFL, because, it's going to get lit. Jay, I could use some of them, some betting tips too, if you got any for me, brother.
I don't know if you want them tips from me, brother. I'm gonna give you a story when you finish. I'm gonna give you a story about some. I do well. I do well, but I'm gonna give you a story about how I lost some money on a certain thing. But go ahead.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, man. Because one thing I know how to do is lose. So, if you got tips on winning, get with me, Jay. But that was it for the week, man. I want y'all to tap into them 5 things. I will put those 5 things up on our Instagram, Real Gods, REELGODS, on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Please expect new content. I will be doing some interviews, so I'm happy to hear that. And before I go, real quick, man, I know I got to get out of here, but I wanted to personally thank Jay. We didn't wrap up the end of the year. I wanted to, because, it was COVID going on. We just had a lot of misconnections, man. But I wanted to thank, first of all, the whole New Twist family. And I wanted to especially give a personal shout out to my boy, Jay Chris, man. I wanted to say to you, man, as black men, I love what you're doing. And, I always talk to you offline about this, man. But the fact that you give people opportunities, man, like somebody like me, man, me, I do so many things, but this is actually something I never had the time for, and it's like a dream, and you helped me make that dream come true. So I want to personally thank you on air for giving me that shot and opportunity, man, and let you know, man, you already know how we rocking, man. I'm New Twist family, so whatever I could do, I'm here for you, bro, and I
Hey,
appreciate you.
I want to thank you for joining me and trusting me with your product. You
You
know what I
already
mean?
know.
Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much, and I appreciate you.
No,
Absolutely,
no doubt.
absolutely. Well, give my best to the family, brother. Thank you very much. We're gonna be checking out all them things that you just talked about. Naomi, Peacemaker. Definitely gonna be watching. Yo, those games are going to be good this week. Those are some good games this weekend.
We
They
locked in,
should be.
man.
They should be
Hey,
good. But let me
yeah.
let me give you my story about because I about my betting. So um I guess a couple years ago when the NBA was in the bubble,
Mhm,
I was placing bets. I was winning and all like that. So I placed I'm gonna tell you about 2 bets I placed. One I won and one I lost.
mhm,
So it was the Lakers and the Heat in the
mhm,
finals. And I think the Lakers went up 2 games to 1 or something, or 2 games to none, whatever the case may be. And then the bet came out, the Heat to win the series, and the money line on it, the money on it was so good, I couldn't help myself but to place a bet, right? Because
mhm.
the Heat started looking good.
Right.
I ended up, of course, I cashed out on that bet because the bet. Let's say I put $20 on it, and I
Mhm,
would have won like 400 or something
mhm.
like that. Let's just say I'm just putting that out. It's not what it was, but I cashed out before the bet because they'll give you a chance to cash out if
Right.
they think that you might win. You know what I'm saying? But you
Mhm.
might be
Yep.
scared. So they give you a chance to cash out. I cashed out. I bet 20. Let's say I bet 20. I cashed out for like 80.
Mhm.
So I won either way. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I won. And then
Exactly.
let me tell you what I lost on that series.
Mm.
Jimmy Butler. Jimmy was the man that year, right?
Yep.
There was a prop bet that Jimmy was going to score. I think it was like 22 points or something like that.
Mhm.
And you might even remember this game.
Mhm.
Jimmy had 21 points and went to the foul line at the end of the game and missed both foul shots, and I lost. So,
Yo, that's the type of stuff. That's what I mean, man. That's
and,
hard. That's heartbreak right there.
yeah, yeah. So, I'm skeptical with the bet sometime, but it is what it is. We could talk about it. We can even make a show about it. You know how I do. I like to record everything. But
Absolutely,
once again, I want to thank you again for entrusting me with your product and coming on here and doing your thing and giving your all. And that's a nice shirt you got on too. I just want to say
I, I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you, man.
it's part of the family. As Jay Hussein, y'all, Real Gods. Make sure you check out his weekend suggestions. Check out his Instagram and YouTube, all the shows. Tell them where they can see you, Jay.
Absolutely, man. Listen, y'all can follow us at Real Gods ReelGods on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm wishing everybody a happy 2022. May all your money be blue, and may loyalty be in your crew. I'll talk to y'all next week.
All right, y'all. Well, let's get back to the music, to the party here on the Friday Vibes Morning Show. Keep it locked, y'all.